Hello everyone, it's Maria, Solitary Witch Tracks. I was wondering if you guys knew the best time to do shadow work. Because I think any time is a great time to do shadow work. So I decided to touch on this topic based off of a live video that Joey and Chris did a while ago about shadow work, and one of the topics in that was when is the best time to do shadow work. And pretty much what the gist of Joey and Chris said, any time is a good time for shadow work. It's not just the winter, it's not just the spring, it is any time of the year. So any time that you feel the need is a good time for you. Now, you can do shadow work in the middle of the day, early in the morning, late at night, any time of the year. What tells you that you need some shadow work done, what you feel, is going to be a feeling that something is off. A feeling of being on an emotional roller coaster, things just setting you off just like that all the time. You find all these things that wouldn't have triggered you normally are now triggering you, and you're needing to find a way to get around that. And sometimes this can also pop up in the form of anxiety. It can also be depression. It can be addiction. It can be a lot of things. So when you have these different things that are popping up in your life, when you have this feeling of turmoil, it's kind of your subconscious way, your heart's way of letting you know, hey, there's something off, we need to do some shadow work kind of stuff. And a lot of the times for me, like my marker for the need for shadow work is usually the feeling of being stagnant. The feeling of being stuck in a place, not feeling growing, just feeling like I have reached a wall, I've reached a line, a limit, and I can't push through it. Whether it's in spirituality or my job or life in general. Usually it's just life in general. That is when I'd say, something subconscious is causing this, something inside of me is putting up this barrier that I perceive to be an outside barrier, but really it's an inside barrier that I've created within myself. And that is your mind, your spirit telling you there's some skeletons in the closet that need to be cleaned out. Now, there is the perception, no, it's not right, it's not the right word, perception. There is a perception that shadow work is best done in the winter, that when it's the time to turn inward in general because of the wheel of the year turning, it is also the time to do your shadow work as well. But these feelings and these emotions occur any time in the year. They happen anytime. It's not just the winter. They can occur at any time. So why do you just do your shadow work in the winter time? Why do you just do it at that point in the wheel of the year where everything's like, oh, it's time to turn inwards, trying to get back into the swing of things, that kind of stuff? Yeah, no. So I do it whenever. I mean, a lot of times it can pop up in the winter time just because a lot of people have SAD, seasonal effectiveness disorder, and being in the winter, you're not outside, not getting a lot of vitamin D. That is also one of the another indications that can cause us to do more internal work at that time of the year, but it doesn't mean it has to be limited to that one time of the year. I do feel like that time of the year is a good time to do underworld journeying and shadow work, but don't neglect yourself for the rest of the year, because things can pop up anytime. Something might cause it, an event might happen that can cause it, or it could be just something that's being built up over time. So don't neglect yourself the rest of the year. Now, I know I feel like right now I'm feeling okay, so I don't necessarily feel a need for shadow work. I did some not too long ago, but I do feel a need arise when I do that, have that stagnant feeling, but everything seems to be flowing right now. And the more and more you do shadow work, I'm not saying you do it all the time, every day, but the more and more you do it, the easier it becomes to deal with those shadows, whether they're light shadows or, dark shadows or what have you, because it can sometimes be a traumatic experience, but you kind of build, not build an armor, but you kind of become more open and more okay with the process. And for me, shadow work involves a lot of underworld journeying, a lot of, and I'm pretty sure I've made about video about shamanic journeying and things like that. But for me, doing shadow work, it can even be just a one-time thing, you don't have to work at it for a month, for a week. You could just have this one experience in a meditation and you're just crap. It might be either to reveal a shadow or to help you work with the shadow that's already there. Because for me, journeying is a pretty quick process. It doesn't take me a while to get somewhere. Maybe because I have a vivid imagination. But meditations and shadow work and journeying don't necessarily take me a while. I could do something in half an hour and get the same out of it as someone who would be under for an hour or so. So when you do your shadow work, don't feel like you have to push yourself to be there or do it longer than what is necessary. Just listen to your subconscious. Listen to your inner self. I had it here and it was fine, but now it's getting a little stronger. But just listen to yourself. Listen to your subconscious. Listen to what your body needs, what your spirit needs, what your heart space needs, because it is different for each and every one of us. And for me personally, it is quick for me to journey. So I usually take around 30 minutes for my journeys, and I I just do it when the time is right and time is necessary. So I did a little bit of shadow work this during the summer, just a small meditation where I journeyed, and I can't remember what caused it to happen. It wasn't as in my face as it normally is, the indicators to do shadow work. It was more subconscious thing, something's something seems a little off. And I did it, and I was oh, there's something I saw I didn't face. And I was well, here I am, let's go. And part of the shadow work can even be finding your shadow totem that. I think that would be a good first step towards your shadow work. Honestly, I find myself doing shadow work every 2-3 months, just because it's kind of a reset, you work with shadow, you face those fears, you face those things that are holding you back, that are within yourself, and you're good. You feel good. You feel great. Maybe you have experienced something as deep, as big, as painful as your shamanic death. Maybe you haven't, but it is a step. And it's kind of I like to think of shadow work as a rehabilitation process, because there's so much that are going on in our everyday lives that we just shove into our subconscious, put in our closet, and just leave there and close the door and don't even open it. And so cleaning house like this, I was speaking in my last video about the Lammas celebrations, cleaning house every couple of months is a really good practice to have. Just taking, it's a small journeying where you go into your shadow world and you just sit there. Even if nothing really happens, if you just sit there, it's fine. So I am a big believer in continuously working with shadow and becoming a more roundabout, clear-headed person because of it. Shadow is part of you. It's nothing to, it is scary, but but just know that no harm's going to come from it, because it is a part of you. You're not going to really hurt yourself, You're gonna give yourself pretty much tough love, is what shadow work is. It's tough love, and being able to face those fears. It's kind of it's when they say when a toddler falls, you don't freak out about it. You wait to see how the toddler reacts, and then you react appropriately. That's kind of shadow work. It's kind of that tough love where you're let's see how this goes, and then we'll react to it afterwards. So that is my take on shadow work. Do it at any time of the year, or any time of the day. Just listen to yourself. Listen to your soul. Listen to your heart space, and listen to that part of yourself that, is a tendency towards getting that shadow work done. Just listen to his parts of self. Listen to when there's incongruency, or the stagnancy, where you feel very, very on a wire's edge. Those are very strong times to do shadow work. I mean, it'd be good if you can catch it before that, but it would be good as well to do it at that time frame. So if you guys have any questions about shadow work or like to share your stories, you can comment below or share this video. I do a lot of shadow work myself. I know Joey and Chris do, so you can always reach out to their videos and like and comment and share their stuff as well. But yeah, if you have any questions for me, just shoot a comment below and I will get back to you. Thank you. Blessed be.